my name is Jordan Seiler. I'm in Dr. Durgo's strength and conditioning class. Today I'm going to be walking Malachi through a basic training workout for a student athlete. At the moment we're going to start with a 3-minute jog on the treadmill to get his muscles loose and his blood flowing. So I'm going to walk him over there, get that started, and come back and talk about some more information on this workout. Alright, now that we're at the treadmill, we're going to get him started with this warm-up. So let's get you started. Let's start it up. So he's going to start with a light jog first. And then by minute, we're gonna increase a little bit just to get him warm and his blood flowing. So yeah, just a little information as to what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna do a basic warm-up with some dynamic stretching involved, and then there's going to be the main exercise, 12 exercises, about 3 reps of each, and then we're going to end with a cool down. The cool down is going to, kind of have a jog in there as well. We're going to be starting from the climax and, decreasing, having some static stretches in there, kind of get the blood, what am I looking for? Cooling down.
Yeah, cooling down.
Cooling down. So that's what we're going to be doing. As he's jogging, he's about to hit a minute, so we're going to increase a little bit. We're going to go to about a 3.5, just get him moving a little bit more. Just a little bit about Malachi, just my athlete. He did track in college for 2 years. He's been doing track since he was a kid, maybe 4. Right around there. And he mainly did shorter distances. What was the longest one you did?
200.
The 200 was about the longest distance that he did, but mainly shorter distance runs and jumps. His main event was triple jump in college. So, yeah. He's getting to around close to 2 minutes, so once we get to 2 minutes, we're going to increase a little bit more. And then from there, we'll finish off, and then we'll continue on with the workout. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty warm.
Okay.
I feel like my heart rate is accelerating a bit.
Okay,
Good.
that's good. That's really good. Alright, we're hitting the 2 minutes. Let's increase a little bit more. Alright, we're heading to the last minute. He's hitting the end of his little bit of a jog. Increasing a little bit more. What were you saying?
I would also say that I feel like my muscles are kind of getting used to the stress and the pressure I'm putting on it.
Okay, that's good.
So it's really warming it up. So I know whenever we get on to like the later exercises, I just won't go anything or
Yeah.
really make sure that everything's all warmed up and in order for it.
Yeah, that's important. Awesome. So he's nearing the end of his 3 minutes, and then we're going to continue on. Yeah. 15 seconds left. You're near the end, so let's stop it, and that's awesome. Good job. We're going to move on to the next portion of this workout.
Alright, so here I'm demonstrating kind of how to do butt kicks for Malachi, and he's leading into it right now. Just a little bit about some butt kicks is that the purpose of this exercise is really just to get, your heart rate to increase, prepare you for a workout. The proper way to do it is just to really extend the knee in the back. Here I'm leading into high knees, and the proper way to do this, really get those knees up. Both of these workouts work the hamstrings and the glutes. High knees also really are good for the hip flexors. Some errors that some people can make, is if they aren't really getting their knees up, they aren't really, extending. Now here, I'm doing a little bit of a hip rotation. Malachi does a really great job demonstrating that as well after I showed him. Really get those legs out there, really feel it in the hip area. This is a really important exercise for warming up, especially people can mess this up sometimes too if they don't extend their leg out fully. Awesome. Now we're going into the weighted calf raises. I kind of stopped Malachi there just because posture is really important. So, you really got to go down. Make sure your spine is kind of straight. You're sitting back on your glutes. While we're doing these, a little bit to know is that it really targets the calf muscles And it's also really good, especially for athletes or really anyone working out, because it really helps prevent from cramping and really helps you with really being able to, I would say, run for longer distances as well. You really can strengthen those calf muscles. So we're just doing, I believe, 2 sets of 10, and then we're going to move on to the next workout, which is the shoulder shrugs. Shoulder shrugs are really important. They really target the trapezius muscles. In these, it's really important to make sure you keep your back straight. This really helps a lot with posture. It's a really important exercise. I really recommend it for everybody to do. A little bit more about it is that the purpose is, besides posture, is also to really just, get you loose and ready for your next workout. Um, the the errors that people can do is if they're hunching or they're not really standing up straight. Also, if the weight's a little too heavy, just remember that you can always go down in weight just to really feel it in a way that's not painful but appropriate for you. Awesome. So now we're going to head to the next exercise. Awesome. So now we're going to do some lunge twists. As you can see, the posture that Malachi was doing wasn't exactly correct, but that's okay. So I'm just kind of correcting him, really showing him that it's really important to keep your hips aligned, really keep those knees from going in, keep the spine straight, the shoulders up. Really, when you're twisting, really just twist, as you can see, with your arms and a little of your shoulders, not the entire body. The muscles being used in this are the glutes, the hip flexors, the hamstrings. I also believe part of the core, you're really just trying to hold yourself up there, really keep it balanced and even, which is really important. It's important to do this proper, especially your warm up, because especially if your knees are going in workouts, it can lead to injuries, and so it's really good to have good form. I was just there telling him really just to sit back on his glutes when he's going down, really feel it, make sure, he's doing everything correct. He's doing a wonderful job. I believe it was 10, so he's almost done here, and then we're going to move on to the next workout. So this next exercise is going to be side toe touches. So this is just me demonstrating it. Really just keep shoulder width apart with your feet, touch the tops of your toes, sit back, really try to lunge, really to feel it on your the sides of your thighs. So here he is, really doing that, doing a great job. The muscle groups that are being used here are the glutes, some hip flexors, and the hamstrings as well. It's I think the purpose of this really is just to get the muscle groups working, really get the body ready for the main workout. Some errors people could do would be, if you hunch too far over, if you're going too fast. Also, if the feet aren't shoulder width apart, you're not really getting that solid lunge there. So here's Malachi. He just did 15, did a great job. So now we're going to lead into some arm swings. Okay, so this was just me demonstrating kind of how to do it. So the muscles being really used are the arms, the shoulders, part of the chest. I was just correcting Malachi because his arms were bent. He wasn't really going to get a good effect and the good stretch that he should be doing. So it's just him just doing it 10 forward, 10 backwards, really to feel it there. Some errors people can do, as Malachi had done, was bending the elbows. Also, if they're hunched, it's really good to keep the good posture and his shoulders up. So here's him doing these now.
That last one we're going to do right now, you're going to be inverted, make sure you keep it, you're going to go up, hold it, go around, put it down, make sure you're holding it, make sure your hips are straight, your shoulders are straight as well, just kind of keeping it and holding it. So, 10 toes. Okay, so here's Malachi going to do it now. I just spoke about what he should be doing. So here he is, he's doing a great job with his posture, really pulling the knee up and pulling it to the side. It was a rep of 10, so he's about to do 10 of them. This exercise is really great, works so many different muscles. It works so many, from the gluteus maximus and medius to the quadrant femoral muscle to the abductor brevis, the sartorius, so many different ones. This is a really good one to do it the proper way. It's just really to pull the knee up, pull it to the side, hold it, keep your core
shoulders straight, spine up. So he's doing a great job here. Okay, so this is our last exercise of the warm-up, so it's going to be called leg swings. So I'm kind of correcting Malachi here, just make sure his posture is correct. I'm letting him know, so telling him to keep his shoulders up, make sure that he doesn't twist too much of his body. He does a great job here now. I'm really trying to tell him to really extend the leg out as well, try to raise it as well. The muscles that are being used here are like the calves, the quads, hamstring, the groin. This is just really used as well, which is really important, and it kind of goes with the hip rotations that he just did, really just working all of those muscles in there in the hip region as well. And now I'm just telling him 10 more on the other side so that there's balance between them. So here's him doing these now. Some errors people can do is if they're not raising, they're twisting their hips in too much, their shoulders are hunched over. He's doing a great job here. So after this, we're going to move on to the main workout.
Alright, now we're going to do some bicep curls, so go ahead. Just make sure you're kind of leaning back into it, shoulder width apart, your feet. Really pull it in, really try to feel it in your biceps and your shoulders. Awesome.
So here's Malachi kind of demonstrating how to properly do bicep curls. I was just letting him know the correct form so he does it correctly. The proper way is to really tighten that core, pull those shoulders up. When you're pulling it in, really pull it into the chest. He's doing a great job here. It's really working up all of the muscles in the biceps, such as the biceps brachii, the brachialis, the brachioradialis. It's taking a little bit of a break here, but the purpose is really to just work those muscles in there, increase the strength in the upper body and the arms. People can do it incorrectly if they're slouching. Other errors is sometimes if you use a weight that isn't heavy enough, not too heavy, but isn't at a higher weight, it's not really, you're going through the motion for sure, but you aren't going to get the full workout as if you use something that was kind of pushing your limit and really giving you that best effect later. So he's putting it down, just going to take a break for a second, and then, yeah.
25, 10, 10, and then he's going to do 10 of the 35. So we have a plate right over here. These are weighted plate bicep curls. So now he's going to do 10 of these. Same positioning, shoulder width of the feet. Keep your arms here, kind of lean into it, really pull it up into your chest. Nice and slow. Good. Great grip with your hands as well, that's nice. Nice. Awesome. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to be doing some weighted plate squats. So go ahead. Whoa. Make sure you're shoulder width apart with your feet. Make sure when you're sitting back, you're really sitting back in your glutes, almost like you're sitting in a chair. Keep those shoulders up. Keep the spine straight when you're going down. Really keep the correct posture. Nice, good. Keep those knees out. If you're doing it, make sure you kind of straighten out your feet a little bit more.
Alright.
Looking good. Nice. Good. Once the plate hits the ground, you're good.
So the purpose of this is to really just work the muscles in the legs. It's really using the quads, the abdominal, your calves, hamstring. Just really a lot of muscles in the lower body and the core region. Some errors people can do is if they're slouching. Also, if their knees are going too in. If they're, as you can see, Malachi's legs are further apart, so he's really able to get the plate to touch the ground. But overall, he's doing a really great job here with his form.
Stretch out those legs before you get to the next rep. And stretch out your shoulders a little bit. Let's do it. Last one. Take the next one. Awesome. Same position. Shoulder with your feet. Pop back. Good. One. Two. 3. Good job. More still. Before we get to the next one. Next is gonna do 10 up to 35. We have the plate right here. You ready? Pick up 35. That's good. Awesome. And watch your shoulders. Shoulders with your feet. Maybe bring your foot a little bit. Yeah. Good. When you go down, really try to kind of hold it when you're down there for the muscle here. And awesome. Feel that in the legs, quads, hamstrings. Awesome. Great. Now we're going to do some manual resistance push-ups. So go ahead and get push-up position, hands shoulder width apart. When you're ready, go up. I'm going to put my weight right here. Go ahead. 1, 2, kind of go a little slower. 3, really hold it. Good. 4, good. 5, good. 6, nice. When you come up, kind of hold it for a second. Right here, hold. Good, now go. Good, hold. Good. 8. Nice. Good. Hold. Awesome, go down. One more to this, right?
That's it.
Awesome, okay, cool. So now we're gonna do it with weighted plates as well. Add a little bit more weight than I'm able to put on him. So first we're gonna do 10 and then we're gonna do 25. So I'm gonna go get 10 for him. Awesome. So you're gonna get in the push-up position and then I'm gonna put the weight where it should be. Awesome. So right there on his back. So I'm here if he needs help or if the weight's too much, I can take it off. Awesome. And you're going up, really hold it for that second. Awesome. Doing a great job with these. Really, there's so many good muscles in the arms. It really helps the core. Push-ups are great full body as well. Just really working everything.
So some of the muscles being worked in this are the chest, the deltoids, the triceps, the biceps, the shoulders, just a lot of the, and then the triceps brachii as well. Just so many good muscles up there in the upper body region. As you can see, I just kind of fixed the plate there. That's okay. It just really helps it if it's up there in between the shoulder blades. It's the best placement for the weight. We just finished that second set, so as stated here, I'm just kind of letting everyone know that we're going to test out the 25 to see if it works. As we test out the 25, we just kind of come to the conclusion that it might be just a little bit too heavy for Malachi to have the most correct form throughout all 10 of these push-ups. So we just decided to go to back to the 10 pound, which is okay. So as we go back to the 10 pound, he is able to complete this. Some errors people do is if they dip too much with their hips or they raise their hips up too high. Also, if the hand placement is too far in or too far out. And as you can see, Malachi as well really goes down and holds it right there for a second. But you don't want to be just going like halfway in the push-up. You get the best workout and use of this set exercise if you're going all the way down, holding, coming back up. So here's Malachi doing this now.
You're doing great, you're doing great. 8, awesome. 6 on your weight, 2 more. Nice. 1 more. 10. It's okay, good job. Alright, so now we're gonna do some weighted leg extensions. So what you're gonna do is bring your legs closer together, kind of closer to the end of the seat. Like good. Yes, good. Awesome. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna raise your legs like up straight. Maybe sit further back actually. So you're gonna raise your legs, and I'm gonna hold them here. While you're going down, I'm gonna put pressure, and then when you come up, you put the pressure.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 10. So we'll do breaks in between.
Okay.
All right. So you come up, opposite. All right. Good. And I'm gonna pressure. Make sure you bend your knees. Bend your knees.
So as you can see here, we were working on the first set of 10 of the leg extensions. This is just a really good exercise just to work the muscles in the quad. That's the main muscle group being worked here. It's really important to keep your spine straight. And so as I was stating before, if it's a client or if it's an athlete that you're working with, as you're pushing their legs down, as you see what I was just doing, you put a little force, but then you release the force and let them put the force on your hands as they go up to straighten their legs. So the proper way to do it, as you can see, that was actually really good for both of us. The pressure was good, but also Malachi was doing a great job with adding force on the way up. So then some errors people can do if you don't keep your back straight is an error. Also, if with the legs, if you want to make sure you're not putting too much pressure on their legs that it's too hard for them to bend them down. So you want to make sure you're putting the correct amount of pressure. Also talk to the person that you're working with to see if it works best with them. So yeah, so this is us doing that second set. One more error that people can make is you can have a backrest, which is completely okay. But if you don't have the backrest, make sure that you're not too far off the seat. Make sure you're kind of sitting on it properly. So as you can see here, this is what we are doing.
I can feel the pressure in my legs been.
Awesome. That's good. That's good. Means it's working.
Right.
Awesome. Last set. We're going to the third set now. Okay. So, are you ready? One. Okay. Three. Four. Awesome. Do one. 9. And 10. Okay, so now we're going to do some seated tricep extensions. So we're going to do with a 4, a 6, and an 8-pound ball. We're going to do 10 of each. Awesome. So go ahead and play. Whoa. Make sure your feet keep planted on the ground. Make sure you keep your chest and your spine straight. When you go back, really make sure to point those elbows and keep them close to your head. When you're going back, breathe out, in. When you're going up, breathe out. Awesome. Okay. Make sure to keep your back straight. Awesome. Really, the elbows bring them in. Really good. Yeah, nice. 10. Awesome. You put that ball down. Hit the 6. Just really make sure you're keeping those elbows in, and you're really, as you're going back, you're really keeping them in.
Okay.
And the 6. Good. And you ready?
So as Malachi's going into his second set here with the 6-pound medicine ball, there's just some things I wanted to let everyone know. So the first one is that he is seated, but the backrest, it's kind of hard to see, but he isn't sitting against it. He's sitting straight up. So it's really important to keep your spine straight. As I was kind of stating in the beginning, just the basics of the exercise. Some errors people can do, is if their feet aren't planted, if it's too heavy and they lean back, then they lift their feet. That means the weight's just too much for them. It's okay though. You just lower your weight and then you can work up to that weight again. Some other errors is if the elbows are too far apart. If you want to use the backrest, that's okay. But if you're not, then I think I established, but the spine needs to be really straight, really keep that chest up. Breathing is so important. I was saying earlier too, it's really important as you go lower the ball, you breathe in, and as you go up, you exhale, just to really get, the correct breathing throughout this exercise. The muscle groups being used are the triceps, but also some other muscles around that area as well are key factors of this. There are more secondary muscles being used. The primary is definitely the triceps.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So now it's going to be 10 more with the 8 pound. Okay? Okay, positioning, remember, just the elbows really remember to climb up and keep it.
Okay.
Okay? Elbows. Nice. Good. 2. Make sure your elbows, make sure you bring them in. Awesome. Is that 4?
5.
5, okay. Good. 6. Really keep that spine straight. Love every breath. Good. Okay. Make sure you keep good positioning, good posture. Is that 8?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more. Good. Good job. Awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
So now we're going to do some weighted lunge twist. It's going to be 3 sets of 10. He's going to start from over there. He's going to walk. He's going to go back, grab the next weight, and do that 3 times. So here he goes. Now he's going to go ahead and lunge. He's going to make sure to keep good posture. Make sure not to twist too much in with his hips, but keep those aligned. He's going to, good. Really make sure not to bring those knees in. Make sure to keep your whole body straight when you're going down and lunging. Looking good, yes. Your spine's really important in this and keeping it straight, keeping your chest up as you're doing those as well. Looking good. It's really important as well as he's lunging, as you can see, to twist the opposite direction of the leg you're lunging to get the best workout from that. He's doing a great job. Is that 3?
This is 6 here.
6. Okay, awesome. So 6, 7, okay, 8, and then do the other 2 right there in place.
This one?
Yeah, go ahead, go back that way. So he's doing, this is 9. Awesome. Got one more of this weight. Great. So now we're going to walk back over there. Just give his legs a little bit of a break. Gotta grab the 6 pound now. I think it's best, yeah, if you grab, 8 and then go back.
Okay.
Okay. So now he's going to do the 6 pound. Same idea, same concept. Just a little bit of a heavier weight. Awesome. Great form. Looking good. Nice. Way to go.
Thank you.
Doing a good job. It's also really good how after every lunge he's really coming back, bringing his feet together, going into the next lunge. It's important not to rush these because if someone were to continually just lunge, they would lose the good posture. So this is awesome.
Okay, so as Malachi's
That's
finishing the second set, some things I wanted to establish were the muscles being used. The muscles being used in this are things such as the hamstring, the quads, the glutes, hip flexors, all of the muscles in those regions. A lot of those are really being targeted in this workout being demonstrated here just because these are some of the lower body exercises that I chose. So as he's transferring to the 8 pound, some errors that people can do is if they lunge, if they bring their knees in too much. Also, if they're twisting too much with their upper body, kind of as Malachi did in his first lunge before I started talking about the correct form and such. So that's kind of what he's doing now. I just really feel like this is really good because although it works a lot of the lower body, it helps with upper body and just mobility as well. So as he finishes this third set, here he goes.
And other injuries and other exercises, they work on making sure that you maintain your knee straight as well. That's just important because it can prevent from injuries such as ACL tears or meniscus tears, anything that really has to do with the knees going inwards. So it's really good to practice good posture and maintain a good positioning when you're working out because then it keeps you from injury in the future. Awesome, we got one more. Awesome. There you go, you just walk it up. So yes, we're gonna move on to the next exercise. We're gonna do some chest flies on the Swiss ball. So he's gonna get to position, just kind of roll back into it.
Like keep my wasting?
Yeah, go ahead.
Should put it down?
I'll handle you. So good, so you're gonna get in our position. So your feet are closer in, bring them closer in. Okay, awesome. And wait, awesome. First one. Second one. Okay. When you're doing it, really extend up your chest. You're gonna really want to pull them in. If don't dip in your chest.
Okay.
Okay. One. Awesome. About there, about there. You don't have to keep going too low.
Okay.
There's good, there's good. Good.
So as Malachi is doing this exercise, the muscle groups being targeted are the chests, also, shoulders, triceps, multiple other muscles in that region. As Malachi was going down, I was telling him not to go too far down because that can cause problems within the shoulders. So it's really good just to maintain right there, really just almost look like a horizon, like a straight line. So he's doing a great job here. The purpose of this is just really to strengthen the muscles in the chest, the triceps, all of those regions. Some errors people can do is if they go too far down. Also, if, the Swiss ball was what I was trying to target, but if the Swiss ball is hard, you can also just do it on a bench as well, or lighten the weight, depending on what is best for you. Some other errors people can do is if the Swiss ball isn't in the correct position, so it needs to really be supporting the back region. Also, when you're doing it, make sure not just to have your head laying back, really kind of hold your neck up so that your head isn't just laying there. But overall, Malachi's doing a good job.
Awesome. So remember, same thing. Maintain it. Quick, bring your feet in a little bit more. You can. Awesome. Great. Really elevate that chest up. Good. When you go down, breathe in. When you come back up, breathe out. Nice. Awesome. Looking good, looking good. And wake up.
I'm on.
Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Good job. 10. Okay. You can hand me the weight. Take it from you. Right. Awesome. Get up for a minute. Awesome. You think you can do it with the 20s?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay. When you're ready, let me grab the 20s from you. So when you're gonna roll back, and I'm gonna hand you the 20s as well.
Okay.
Just so that you're better.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. When you're ready? Put your feet in a little bit closer. Great. Ready? Other one as well. In your hand. 10 of these. You got it. Good, number one. That's right. Nice, nice. 7, 4, 5. Nice, 5 more, 5 more. Looking good, looking good. Really good. Nice. So now we're going to do some leg extensions with the Swiss ball. So he's going to raise up. You're going to do 5 of them. Go ahead. Keep your legs straight. Slowly go down. Touch the ground and go back up. Good. 1, 2. Slowly go down. Touch the ground. 2. Good. Keep your legs straight. Good, good. 3. Good. Legs straight. 4. One more. Awesome. Good. Take a minute. So now he's going to do that, but as the go up, he's going to lean up and touch his toes and slowly go back down and do 5 of those. Awesome. When you're ready. Okay. Really tighten the core, really tighten your quads as well. Really get up there.
Alright, ready we are.
Go ahead. You can't touch your toes, you can touch the ball as well, just whatever you get.
So the purpose of this exercise is really to work the muscles in the thighs, such as the hamstring. It's also working the core, the lower back, the calves. These, when you're sitting up, is also really just, a good full body workout in total. Some airs people can do is if they're going too fast. Also, if they aren't tightening their core and their calves around the Swiss ball can also be issues as well.
But you're going to go up, you're going to hold your legs up, I'm going to count 5, go back down. We're going to do 5 of those. Whenever you're ready. Great, awesome. Ready? Go up. Let me fix the ball. Actually, let me fix the ball.
Alright.
Right there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back down. Touch the ground. Go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. Go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Go down. Come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really tighten your legs on the ball. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Great job. Mark some pull-ups. We're going to do 3 sets of 5, each with a different form. So he's going to turn. He's going to face the bar. So go ahead and turn. First 5 are just going to be regular standard pull-ups. So go ahead. When you're pulling up, also make sure you kind of like lean back into it so you can really feel in your chest.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just 5. Lean back. Awesome.
So some of the muscles being used in this are from the biceps brachii, the trapezius, the biceps, the core, the pectorals, the deltoids, the forearms. Just so many muscles in the upper body
Next
are
time you
being
begin,
used.
you should really try to put your feet down and lower into it before.
Okay.
Okay. Next 5 are going to be legs crossed. I saw you guys kind of cross the beginning. Okay? Because this next 5, really try to cross them.
Okay.
Maybe bend them up a little. Okay. Just like, need a minute. Okay? Breathe for a second before you get to the next time. Great job. The lean is really important just because it really works out the core and the upper body. Nice, nice. Next 5. Next row.
So some airs that people can make are hand positioning and the way they're gripping the bar. Another issue as well is that they're not pulling the bar, like their chest into the bar, and they also need to kind of have a little bit of a tilt to the way their body is, just because it really gets the best effect within the chest. One more issue would probably be if their elbows are not really pointed towards the ground as they're pulling up, and they're pointing them more straight ahead, can also be another issue. As you can see, I was really proud of Malachi there. He really pushed himself to get that last pull-up, which is also so good to really finish your rep if you can. So right here, Malachi's just going to be doing 5 wide grip pull-ups. So here he goes now.
Sorry, Gina, didn't do the last one.
Okay. Go ahead. Exactly. Back into it. Got this. 1. Good. 2. Nice. 3. Good. 2 more. 4. Come on. One more. Come on. You got it. Nice. Go down. Go down. Good job. So now we're going to do some step ups. So he's going to do 5 regular, 5 with the 20 pound, and 5 with 25 pound. So go for it, and then I'll let you know. Remember when you're stepping up, really tighten the core, move, jump. Good. Nice. 1. Feet together. Good.
Same leg?
Other leg. Up. Up. Nice. Yes. Good. More. Looking good. One more. Nice. Good. Take a minute. Looking good. With the weight, when you're going to step up, you're going to maintain the weight right in your chin. Kind of hold it in there. You step up. And when you put your knee up, really maintain the weight right in your chest area. If it's a little too heavy, you can always lower it.
Okay. Yeah.
So the 20 pound first. You're going to do 5. When you after you go up, same thing. Make sure you put your feet back together before you head up to the next one.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Good. Really hold that knee in for a second before you start counting.
Okay.
1. Good. Nice. Make sure you pull the knee in. Keep it out. Both of them.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Yes. Just make sure your ankle not rocking. 3. Looking good.
Some of the muscles being targeted here are the quadriceps, the hip flexors, the hamstrings, just a lot of the same muscles that I was kind of trying to target when making this workout plan with the lower body. Some things to keep in mind are, as Malachi is stepping up on the bench, as you can see, especially in some of the 20 pound leg lifts that he was doing, his ankle was rolling out. It's important to try to have more of a flatter surface. This was the only resource that I had for me to be able to do these step ups on in the leg lifts, but I would really recommend trying to just find a surface that's flatter so that you have less prevention of injury due to this. But overall, I think the purpose is really just to increase the muscle and increase mobility and stability in the body with balance especially.
4. Nice. Good job. One more. Good job. Awesome. Next, put the weight down. You're going to move on to the next exercise. So now we're going to be doing some elevated push-ups with some tires. So he's going to do 3 sets of 10. So go ahead. Just make sure to maintain good posture. Make sure you keep your core tight. Make sure you really bend down. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Give it a minute. Good job. When you go down, you kind of really hold it for a second.
Okay.
A little rough, but that's okay.
Alright.
So some of the muscles being used here are the biceps, the back, the arms, a lot of the muscles in that region, but especially the chest, the upper chest due to the elevation. The elevation really is just working the upper chest, but it's also increasing the difficulty, and the tire also isn't the most stable grip compared to the hard floor, so it's also adding some difficulty there as well. And also it's not his hands aren't perfectly straight underneath him, they're at a little bit of an angle, so that's adding a little bit of a difficulty there as well. But he's doing a great job here. So that was the second
So
set.
now we're going to do the last set of 10 for these tire resistance push-ups. So Malachi's ready.
All right. 1 second. All right.
Lower your glutes. Nice. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. 5. Good. Back way. 6. Good. Good, good, good. 7. Got it, you got it. 3 more. Good. 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 1 more. This exercise is going to be tire flips. So Malachi is going to demonstrate those now. It's going to be 4, 6, and then 8.
Okay.
So go ahead. When you bend down, really bend down. You'll bend more, bend down more, like squat when you're going to pick it up.
Okay.
Nice, good. Now flip it. Good. Now walk to the other side. Just like before. When you're squatting down, try to keep those shoulders up. Nice, nice.
Something that I didn't mention were the muscles being used. So the ones being used are the hamstring, the calves, the quads, the gluteus maximus and medius, also some of the upper back regions as well. This is a really good exercise for your legs if you're really squatting down to grab the tire. It's some errors people can do, which are things to keep in mind, are when you're bending down to grab the tire, you really want to squat back into your butt, almost like you're sitting down to flip the tire. If you bend over, especially with a heavier tire than I was using, it can really cause your back to hurt after the exercise. So as you can see, Malachi gets down, he really flips the tire, takes his time flipping it over. Really well done there.
Good. 2. Leaning back into the glutes, very important.
Okay.
And keeping your chest up.
All right.
Yeah. Nice. 1.
I would also say that the purpose of this is really just to increase somebody's strength in their legs and in their lower back. I would find that to be very important.
So the tie this way a little bit. Good. One more. Okay, this is the beginning of our cool down now. So we're gonna start Malachi off with a jog, like a more fast pace. We're gonna slow him down. So we're gonna start off there. So let's turn the treadmill on. Alright. Awesome. So yeah, let's start off with a more fast pace of the jog. So What would be considered fast paced for you?
Around 4 to 21.
Alright. So she's there. Let's jog. Okay. So after a minute, we're gonna slow down a little bit. Make sure you're focusing on your breathing. At about a minute, slow down to about 3.5.
Okay.
Now, at 2 minutes, we're gonna go to a walk, a fast-paced walk, we'll go to 3. And then, the rest is gonna be a regular walk, we'll go to about 2.5. Those are in 2 minutes, slow down to 3. Fast-paced walk, good. And again, 10 minutes, we're gonna go to 2.5.
I think it was better to slow down like this. Instead of going all that, like, just crashing. So when you had immediately, it's kind of like you're easing yourself into it. Gives me like some time to like really like put on my legs, but it keeps it moving. 'Cause I know sometimes whenever I'm like running and stuff like that, it causes my legs to be like tight and I have to out for some time. When I'm just walking, it helps me catch my breath at the same time. So.
Very important.
Thank you.
out a little bit more. Be more like shoulder width apart. Awesome.
So this is a really good standing hamstring stretch to do alone. So some of the errors that people do is when you're stretching and you're leaning down, you bend your knees. It's really important to try to keep your knees straight. So even if you can't fully touch your ankles, it'd be better to have your legs straight than bending your ankles and touching your toes. So some of the muscles being used here are the hamstrings, but also some of the other legs, such as the quads and the hip flexors, are being stretched here as well.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Awesome. Now just bring them together. And go as low as you can. Then stretching that out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, let's bring your legs out a little bit further. And try to sit more straighter up. You're gonna try to push down on your leg a little bit. Okay, yeah, use your elbows or your hands to be more comfortable. Bring it down to 3.
So this stretch is called butterfly. It really works the groin area. It also is really important in the inner thigh as well. It really just stretches that out. As I told Malachi, I told him to push his feet out a little bit because I was trying to have him push down on his knees to really stretch the groin and the inner thigh area. As you become more flexible, you'll be able to push those in some more.
Bend this one back up. Lift your foot. Awesome. Straighten it out. Okay. I'm gonna make sure you do it. Let me know if you feel it. Keep your toes pointed down. Lean up.
So within this stretch, it's really a good stretch to do if you have a partner or if you're working with a trainer. Basically, you're just really holding and supporting their lower leg and their calf underneath in your palm, and then you're kind of holding their knee, and then you're just kind of pushing it to their best ability with no force. You're just holding it there, and you're counting about 15 seconds on each side. Now, so that was the first side. Now this is the other side, doing the same thing. As you say, tap on his knee to keep it straight. I'm kind of holding, it's kind of hard to see behind my body, but I'm holding it with my hand, in the palm of my hand, just like I was doing the other one. You're holding it, and you just count to 15 seconds, and then you have them lower it and bend their knee, and then they can flatten their leg out as well. This is really good. It's working a lot of the muscles in the anterior and the posterior part of the body, in the lower extremities, like the legs and stuff like that. So this is a really good stretch to do if you have a partner with you.
Alright, we're gonna bend. You put down. Straighten that leg up. Something similar, a little different. Like that. Awesome. So you're gonna straighten it out. This time I'm going to add some force. Let me know when you feel it.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Try to keep this leg straight, toe pointed, straight.
This is the same exercise, it's just this time, instead of me just holding it to where he can feel it, I'm putting a little force to emphasize the stretch and really stretch all of the muscles being used. I find that it's really important to do this, but it's important to do the one prior to this first. It's not just so that you're loosening up the muscles before you put on the external force. So this is a really good clear view of it, just because it's more visible. As you can see, I'm telling him toes pointed, keep your knees straight.
Alright, and then flatten it out. Alright, now we're your shoulder stretches. Just hold it across, really pull, really extend. Really try to feel it extend. Okay, 15 seconds.
One thing I want to note is that when you're doing the stretch, make sure, as you can see, you're really locking your arm across your body with your other arm to really make sure you're stretching all of the muscles in the upper back and the arm region, just so that you get the fullest stretch that you can get.
Good. 56 on this last one. Awesome. Back lunges. Position it here. You're really trying to feel it here. And full lunge. So go ahead.
So this is a side lunge stretch. It's also really stretching the inner portion of your thigh, your groin. Also, if as you can see, it can also be stretching your gluteus maximus and medius. You really want to hold it as Malachi is now. This is just a really good stretch to do at the end of a workout to really stretch those muscles, especially with the workout that we have done, working a lot of those muscles such as the hamstrings and the groin, the hip flexors, all of those. This is a really great stretch to be doing at the end.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back in.
Yeah, one more time. Like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
that's good.
12.
And
More?
one more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Awesome. So that was just a walkthrough through the workout from warm up to main workout to the cool down. How are you feeling, Malachi?
Yeah, I feel like I just did a workout. Pretty sweaty. My muscles are on fire, but I feel like I did a pretty good workout today.
That's awesome. So yeah, thank you for watching.